Hi, welcome to Audrey's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making chicken soup. It's very cold outside, so chicken soup sounds great today. So I'm going to show you how I make it. Okay, so I have a pot on the stove. I'm going to chop up an onion. I like my chicken soup very simple. I don't add many things to it. Basically how my mother made it is how I make it. Okay, so let me get this started. We'll heat up the pot. I like to slice the onion thinly. Okay, I like to soften it up in the pot, so I put a little olive oil to start. Then I'll add the onions, and I'll just cook them until they get soft. So we're going to let that heat up. Then I also like to add some garlic. Okay, remember, clean up the snap with a napkin. I like to just slice the garlic for my soup. Okay. We'll throw that in also. Just tossing them to coat them in the olive oil. Okay, and that's just starting to cook. Just a few minutes, just to get it translucent. Okay, now my celery, I like to, for the soup, I like the celery heart with the leaves. And you don't have to add the leaves. I find they such a great flavor. I've always loved the heart of the celery. I think it's, for me anyway, perfect for soup. All right. So I have let's say about 3 or 4 stalks of celery, or one big heart. And we're just going to slice them. I think the leaves, the celery leaves, are fantastic in soup. You should never discard them, especially if you want to make a stock. Just put a little bit more oil. I just like to cook that bitterness out of the onion. now I'm going to add our celery in. Okay, so they're good. So now what I want to do is I want to add some chicken stock. This is 32 ounces of chicken stock. Just gonna put that in there. Any chicken stock you like. Chicken broth, chicken stock, whatever you have on hand. So I like to do half broth, half water. I'll put the water in soon. Give that a stir. Okay, I'm going to be adding approximately 4 cups of water. Okay, so now I have 1 large chicken breast. You can add as much chicken and as much vegetables as you want to the soup. But I'm going to add just the 1 because as soon as it's cooked inside the soup, I'll be pulling it out, shredding it, and then putting it back in. So let's go ahead and add the chicken breast. In soups, I like to add chicken with the bone on. Adds such great flavor. Okay. So now the last vegetable we're going to be adding is carrots. You can cut these however you like. I usually cut about 1/4 inch discs. Just throw them in. Now I'll let this soup simmer. I will bring it to a boil. As soon as it hits the boil, I'll put it down to simmer. It should take about a ½ hour or so for the chicken to cook. As soon as the chicken is cooked, we'll take it out and shred it up. You can also, while you're waiting for the soup to cook, you can make a side of rice to add into it, or some egg noodles to add. Okay, there we go. going to add about a half teaspoon of salt right now. All right, so we're going to let this cook on the stove on a simmer. And as soon as the chicken is cooked, we'll come back and we'll start shredding it. So now I took the chicken out of the soup. I'm letting it cool a little bit because I want to shred it. I want to add a little bit more water, or you can just use chicken stock. Okay, so we're going to re-season this now. We're going to add a little more salt. And what I've been doing while the chicken was cooking was I was skimming the top of any foam or anything that was in there from the chicken. Okay, so now with the chicken, careful you don't get burnt. It's still quite hot. Just going to pull all the meat off. And the skin. I don't mind a little bit of skin, but not a whole bunch. Okay. Okay, I'm just pulling it off to let it cool because it's just too hot to start working with. So you can dice this. I like to shred it. It's whatever you prefer at this point. Okay, and as you shred it, you can put it back into the pot. Okay, so we'll just break all that apart. Okay. Mix it in nicely. Okay, now I have egg noodles if you want chicken noodle soup. I have a pack of egg noodles that I'm going to be cooking up. These are the wide ones. These go great in soup. That's optional. You can have just the chicken soup. Again, this would be a great low-carb meal. But if you're going to add the noodles, well, then we got the carbs. So I have a separate pot heating up so I can make the egg noodles. And that's it. The soup is pretty much done now. And here we are. The finished chicken soup. Tastes absolutely amazing. I hope you give it a try. Now, one thing I like to add at the end when I'm just about ready to eat my soup is Parmesan cheese. Must be the Italian in me, I don't know, but if you sprinkle a little Parmesan cheese on top, fantastic. And if you add egg noodles, it's wonderful, but it's beautiful on its own. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.